was just something about me wanting to be in a different place in life and want better for myself that would not allow me to give up on myself. Comfortability breeds stagnancy, okay? Hey YouTube, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title, today we're going to be going over some signs that you're actually growing, okay? I feel like this is so important, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like growth pertains to so many aspects of our life, and especially me. I've been chatting about my growth and alignment and becoming the person that I've been for the past few videos I've released, and I just feel like growth is a very important part of my life. And over the years, I've seen some of the changes that I've made mentally, spiritually, physically, everything, and it just makes me happy to see how that growth has really evolved me into being the person that I am. I've never been a person that's comfortable with staying stagnant. I've always wanted more, and I just feel like growth is just one of those necessary evils in our life that we have to go through. And it's not even evil, it's actually very beneficial for us as people to grow and evolve. And honestly, if you're a type of person that's like always stagnant, always being comfortable with being stagnant, never wanting to change and evolve, and just being okay with being who you are today, being that same person you was 6 months ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I'm actually scared of you. And I'm not talking about the people who may have realized that they're being stagnant and they're trying to make changes. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who say the same, but they also go around terrorizing people. Like, that has really been making me want to just have my own earth. Like, I'm not even kidding y'all. I'm so irritated by everything, but I digress. I'm just gonna tell y'all some signs that I've noticed when you're starting to grow. But before that, y'all, if you find any value from the content, please leave a like or a comment down below. And if you like content like this on the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram right down here below the screen, and we're gonna get right into it. So like I was saying, I really wanted to touch more on being uncomfortable and being comfortable being uncomfortable. I know that was a lot, but I just feel like for me to even grow, I've always had to push myself outside of my comfort zone, because my comfort zone can be something that can limit me or hold me back. And I've only seen like positive results from doing that so far. Like, say for example, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was doing like vlogs and stuff like that, and I eventually want to get back to that, just not right now. But I was doing vlogs and stuff like that, but something in my spirit was just telling me like I need to like shift my content and like start talking about my life and giving advice and lessons and stuff like that. And I was super scared to do it, that I didn't even do it for like what, 3 or 4 months. But when I finally did it, it was just like my soul taking a deep breath, because I was actually being aligned with what I was called to do. And it was just like, oh, this is scary, but it feels great. Like, it feels like the right thing I'm supposed to be doing. Even right now in my life, where I'm taking new career opportunities, I've taken some where I'm like, oh my god, like I've never had a job or career like this before. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I had to step outside of my comfort zone. And before I started, I was like super scared, but now that I'm on the other side, I'm like, oh, you know what, that wasn't even that bad. I was tripping for no reason. And even with my confidence and like loving myself and getting to know myself, at first trying to fake it till you make it and trying to grow and learn about confidence seemed super scary and like out of my comfort zone, just because I had no idea what it was like to actually be on the other side of that. But now that I'm here again, it's not that bad, and I actually feel way better now than I ever did when I wasn't confident. And because I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone so many times in so many different areas, I've become comfortable being uncomfortable. That way, when I start to feel comfortable, I'm uncomfortable, because when I'm comfortable, I don't feel like I'm doing something right. When I feel comfortable, that means there's more that I could be doing. There's more ways that I can expand myself. I'm always about growth and moving forward and just accepting that change, because change is inevitable. But whether or not you decide to actually move with the change and be adaptable to life depends on you. I don't want to be stagnant, because then I become a victim to literally everything that happens to me in life, because I just feel like I'm owed something. Things change, you know? I used to have a plan of what I wanted from my life to look like right now at this age, but it didn't look like that. Well, at least one thing I am doing, it does look like that, but in other ways, I've had to change my plan. But because things didn't go according to plan, because the plan was based off of the old version of me that I used to be, now that I'm growing and evolving, now the plan looks different, but I'm also learning new things that are beneficial to who I am today and who I'm trying to become. Don't get comfortable. Comfortability breeds stagnancy, okay? So if you feel comfortable being uncomfortable, that is a sign that you are growing for the better. The second sign I would say is you are more aware of your patterns, and you can catch on to your patterns a lot quicker and change those. And not fix in the sense like there's something wrong with you, but you're just ready to put yourself outside that comfort zone in order to change those things about yourself. Like for me, I've been a huge procrastinator. I've been a huge unmotivated person, a person who had no discipline. But one day I was just like, well, you know, if I want to be the person who I said I want to be, for one, I have to grow. grow. I have to get outside of my comfort zone. I have to do things that will elevate me and evolve me. My patterns are like, when I start seeing myself procrastinating, I'm like, okay, what can I do to fix this? I'm gonna go set me a schedule. I'm going to build me up a system in order for me to stop procrastinating. When you start to feel those old wounds and those old triggers coming up, I'm like, okay, I need to stop consuming this type of content. I need to stop being around these type of people. I need to stop having certain types of conversations with people, because I always notice, me personally, I'm gonna just share a little insight with y'all. I always notice, like, when I try to explain the things that I talk about with y'all to other people in real life, when they are purposely being obtuse, I start to get pissed off, because it's like, you're purposely misunderstanding me, and that triggers something for me. Certain conversations I just don't have with certain people, because I already know, like, I'm gonna be on 10. I already know I'm gonna be on 10, so it's just like, it's not even worth the energy. So when you start to see a pattern, you can start to either fix it or change it, or you can start to have substitutes for it. Say, for example, you like to eat sugar all the time. If you can find something else that's maybe less sugary or just more healthy in general instead of that sugary thing, then you found a replacement. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, are not self-aware at all. So a lot of people don't even recognize the harm that they're causing in their own lives until things just get really bad, to where it literally can't even be ignored. And that's actually, I'm not gonna say it's a problem, but it's just something that we gotta work on. We shouldn't let our lives literally become chaotic in order for us to get a change. I mean, for some people that's what it takes, but I would rather you not be the person that has to burn everything to the ground before you become aware of yourself. And when you're aware of your patterns and things like that, it just helps you operate through life better. It helps you know what's aligned with you in life, the types of people, the types of conversations. Literally, it becomes a whole lifestyle. So being aware of yourself and your patterns is literally one of the signs of growth. I feel like another one that I don't really hear a lot of people talk about is that you don't quit. Like, I don't think y'all understand. I've been doing YouTube for a very long time now, at least to me, and there's been so many times I wanted to quit, y'all, but it's just something that will not let me do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it. And I think it's just because I've been through a lot of other stuff in my life, to where once I come across things that are like a challenge or just might be a little bit hard, I can't just give up on it, because I've been through way worse things. And it's also like, the more challenges I take on, the more I believe in my ability to get things done, to accomplish things, even if they are hard. Like, doing YouTube is super freaking hard, y'all. I don't think y'all understand how hard this is. Like, it looks easy to people. Like, you can see people coming on here making videos and getting all the views and stuff like that, but it's a lot that goes into this behind the scenes, and it's a lot of stuff that's outside of our control, so it can be a challenge. But it's just something about it that won't let me give up on it. I just can't do that. Even in my life too, there's been challenges where, say for example, like when I first started my self-love journey, it was such a challenge to even learn what to do, because I never even had the foundation of self-love or confidence or discipline or any of the stuff that I come on here and talk about now. I never had any of that, so I was learning from scratch. So I had a huge learning curve, but it was just something about me wanting to be in a different place in life and want better for myself that would not allow me to give up on myself. It wouldn't allow me to give up on my dreams. I've been talking to a lot of people recently that I haven't talked to in a long time, and it's just something about when they ask me, oh, you still do YouTube? Like I was supposed to like quit. And I mean, I guess a lot of people would quit after not seeing results for a very long time, but it's just like me, my passion and my purpose is a lot bigger than that. My purpose won't allow me to give up. The person I want to be, the life I want to live, my goals, they won't allow me to give up. And that's just a sign that you're growing. That resilience has been built from the time that I've started everything. And resilience is just a great character trait to have. After all the things I've been through, there's nothing that I feel like I can't do. And even if my doubt creeps in and tries to tell me, oh, I can't, or this might be hard, or you might not make it, whatever the case may be, I believe in my ability to do so. And even if I fail, or even if I stop for a while, I'm still going to get back up and do what I have to do, because I want it. I have to have it. I need it. It's a part of me. I have to be in there. I have to grow. And it's just like, I guess maybe it's the growth that I'm chasing. I'm chasing the growth. I'm chasing the elevation. I have to have it, because I just don't believe in being the same person I was yesterday. I don't believe in that. So you not quitting and giving up on your dreams, no matter what people say, no matter what people think, no matter how it goes, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, no matter what it is, you not quitting on yourself is a sign that you are growing. Because a couple years ago, if I'm being honest with y'all, my whole mindset was, well, things never work out for me anyway, so there's no point in me even trying. So you see how limiting that is in itself? That you think that things are going to go bad so much that you don't even think you should should try, put effort at all. And I don't blame my old self, because at the time I did feel like my life was just reiterating and reinforcing that belief that I had. But once I started to shift and evolve and change and learn all the things that I've been learning and incorporate them into my life, I don't feel the same way. I feel like, okay, well, we're gonna try it, we're gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we're just gonna move on. But if it's something that I just feel like is a challenge, but I feel like it still is for me, I'm going to keep going. I'm not gonna quit on it. Say for example, like there's been relationships in my life where I'm just like, you know what, it's not even worth putting in the energy. We're just not even on the same playing field. It's not even worth trying to fix it or keep it going on, you know. But then there's things like my YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, I've been doing this for a very long time and it is super hard, but I feel like it's meant for me, so I'm not gonna quit on it. There's even examples of celebrities and people who have been working for 10+ years and they're just now getting recognized. They've been doing their thing for a long time, but they're just now getting recognized. So why would I quit now? Because I always try to tell myself, well, maybe tomorrow could be the day. You never know. So it's just like, I never know when the day is, but I would hate to give up before the day comes. If the day never comes, well, I gave it my all, you know? That's with anything. I gave it my all. If the day never comes, I gave everything that I could give. And that alone just shows your growth. Because not only is it resilient and falling down and getting back up, it's your tenacity, like how hard you go at it and not willing to give up on it. It's also that discipline you've been building up in between to keep going and to make things work easier for you. It's also growing and expanding your mind and learning things, learning about yourself. It's the consistency you've built. It's the endurance tolerance that you've built, vulnerability you've built. And it's not always vulnerability in like the sense of you're doing something that I'm doing, but it's also just like vulnerability in the sense that you're pouring your heart into something, no matter what it is that you're doing, or you're just staying down, doing the work, working diligently, doing whatever it is that you do, and you're not afraid of letting other people see you be in that state. So even if your long-term goal never comes, think of all the stuff that you've been doing on a journey in between. That in itself is growth. Growth doesn't always have to be like, oh, I went from nothing to something in like a year. I feel like that's great, but at the end of the day, there's so much more out here to grow. Learning how to control your emotions, learning how to manage your triggers, learning how to manage yourself, learning how to take care of yourself. There's so many things, y'all, that come on our journey of life. It's not always about coming from nothing and reaching the end goal. It's always about the in-between, about the journey. But I'm not gonna yap for too much longer because I could go on for days. Maybe I might make a part 2 or maybe a more refined version of this. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all a little bit. But if you liked the video and you found any value from it, make sure that you leave a like or a comment down below. And if you like content like this on the channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see y'all in my next video.